Welcome back, my faithful treasure hunters, to ultra-rare US coins, the one channel that never fails to bring you the truth, the excitement, and the thrill of America's most extraordinary coinage. Every day, new secrets are unlocked from the pockets of history, and today, you're about to witness something unforgettable. I promise you, this is not just a story about coins. This is about real treasures, sleeping in plain sight, waiting to turn ordinary people into millionaires overnight. We're talking about Mercury dimes today. Yes, those small silver beauties that once jingled in the hands of everyday Americans, now standing tall as priceless legends in the auction world. These are coins that combine history, artistry, and rarity. And when you see the value they carry today, your heart will race. And let me remind you that our channel is faithful, honest, and fully dedicated to bringing you newly updated coin values every single day. What you hear here is not fiction, it is real, it is happening, and it is happening right now in today's market. So stay with me until the end, because the truth is, you never know which coin might be hiding in your own collection, waiting to reveal itself as a treasure chest in disguise. Let's step into the world of riches, mystery, and pure American history. Coin number 1. Imagine holding a piece of silver that traveled through the hands of Americans during one of the most pivotal times in history, right before the United States entered World War II. The year was 1941. Franklin D. Roosevelt was leading the nation, and ordinary Americans were still reeling from the Great Depression. Money wasn't just money, it was survival. And among that money circulated one of the most iconic designs ever to grace United States coinage, the Mercury dime. But let me tell you something, you won't find all Mercury dimes equal. The 1941 issue without a mint mark, in its beautiful silver shade, carries far more than just metal and weight. It carries a story, a soul, and for collectors, it carries the chance of fortune. This coin is made of 90% silver and 10% copper, a composition that gave it strength to endure decades of circulation, but also preserved its elegant luster. On the obverse, you see Liberty with a winged cap, mistaken by many for the Roman god Mercury, hence the nickname. The wings represent freedom of thought, an idea so powerful during an age where the world was at war. On the reverse, the face is an ancient Roman symbol of authority surrounded by olive branches, balancing strength with peace. Every detail of this coin speaks of history, courage, and artistry. Now, what makes the 1941 no-mint-mark Mercury dime so special? First, it was minted in Philadelphia, the oldest United States mint, which traditionally does not use a mint mark. Millions were struck, but very few survived in fine condition with their original silver beauty intact. Time has not been gentle on coins. Most are worn down, corroded, or lost forever. But when one surfaces in fine condition, with its silver shade still glowing, collectors feel their heartbeat rise. Collectors hunt this coin for more than design. It is about rarity and survival. A coin that once was worth only 10 cents now stands as a trophy of resilience. Auction houses across the nation know the demand. Private collectors bid fiercely. This is not just a coin, it is a door to wealth. And let me tell you, the price of this coin in today's market is jaw-dropping. Are you ready for the truth? Brace yourself. Because this very coin, the Mercury dime of 1941, without a mint mark, in fine condition, holds a current market value of $85,000. Yes, you heard me right. $85,000. This is not a dream. This is not an exaggeration. This is today's reality. A dime that once bought you a soda could now buy you the treasure of a lifetime. If that doesn't make your heart race, nothing will. This price is not stable, it is climbing. Day by day, week by week, the demand grows. The collectors know that once such coins vanish into private collections, they may never be seen again. The truth is, if you hold one of these in your hands, you hold a fortune. A treasure that makes you rich overnight. A treasure that no vault could undervalue. So what should a collector know? First, always check condition. Fine condition is already a miracle for a circulated coin this old. Look for strong details on Liberty's wings, clear facets lines, and original silver toning. Avoid coins with deep scratches or heavy corrosion. Secondly, always authenticate. Counterfeits exist, and a professional grading service ensures you know exactly what treasure you own. And thirdly, hold on to it. Do not rush to sell. The value of Mercury dimes, especially from the early 1940s, is increasing with every passing year. Wait for the right moment, and you will not just be holding money, you will be holding destiny. My friends, this 1941 Mercury dime is proof that the smallest objects can carry the heaviest weight of history and fortune. This is no ordinary coin. This is no ordinary story. This is an extraordinary treasure. If you find one, consider yourself chosen, because very few people will ever see, let alone own, a coin like this. Coin number 2. Now, my treasure seekers, if you thought the 1941 Mercury dime was powerful, let me take you further back in time into the roaring 1920s. A decade of jazz, of prohibition, of speakeasies, and silent films. America was booming, and so was its coinage. Yet hidden in that golden age, the United States Mint released a coin that today stands as one of the most elusive treasures in the entire Mercury dime series, the 1926 Mercury dime with the S Mint mark. Just close your eyes for a moment and imagine the scene. It's 1926 San Francisco. The mint workers are striking coins in the city by the bay, not knowing that what they are creating will one day be among the rarest, most sought-after dimes in the entire world. They weren't just striking money, they were unknowingly striking future treasures. The coin itself is breathtaking. Struck in 90% silver and 10% copper, it carries the same stunning design that makes Mercury dimes legendary. On the obverse, Liberty wears her winged cap, a powerful image of free thought and innovation, a reflection of the spirit of the Roaring Twenties. On the reverse, the fasces, bound rods with an axe, symbolize authority and unity, while the olive branch encircling it speaks of peace and prosperity. Its artistry, history, and symbolism fused into a tiny silver disc that once passed from pocket to pocket in everyday life. But here is where the story deepens. The 1926 dime, struck at the San Francisco Mint, carries the coveted S Mint mark, and that tiny letter transforms it into a giant among coins. San Francisco struck far fewer dimes than Philadelphia. The mintage was drastically smaller, and when you combine that with the Great Depression just around the corner, millions of these coins disappeared, melted, lost, or simply worn down beyond recognition. That's why today, finding one in circulated condition with its original silver shine and distinctive brown spots is nothing short of miraculous. Collectors cherish these brown spots, what many call toning, because it proves authenticity and adds unique character to each coin. Every 1926 with S Mercury dime tells its own story through the shades of silver, the specks of brown, and the gentle wear of circulation. No two survivors look exactly the same. This makes them not just rare, but truly one-of-a-kind pieces of history. Now let's talk rarity. Among all Mercury dimes, the 1926 with S is infamous. It is not just another date, It is the trophy coin for serious collectors. Even in worn, circulated condition, demand is sky high. Why? Because collectors know how few are left, and once they are locked away in private hands, they may never return to the market. Every auction that features a 1926 with S dime sets hearts racing, with bidders prepared to outspend each other at any cost. And this brings us to the moment you have been waiting for. How much is such a coin worth in today's market? Let me tell you, this is no pocket change. This is no minor prize. This is a fortune, a treasure chest in your palm. The 1926 Mercury dime, with the S mint mark, in circulated condition, is commanding an astonishing current market value of $106,000. Yes, you heard me right. $106,000. This is not fiction, not exaggeration. This is today's truth. A coin you could once buy for 10 cents is now a six-figure treasure. Imagine the weight of that. Imagine holding it and realizing you are holding a life-changing fortune. And let me emphasize, this price is not static. It is alive. It is growing, rising with time, like the tide of history itself. Collectors are hungrier than ever, and every year fewer of these coins appear on the open market. The scarcity is real. The treasure is real. And if you own one, you are holding a prize that could make you rich overnight. So what are the tips for collectors? First, always look for that S mint mark on the reverse side, near the bottom of the facets. That tiny letter makes all the difference. Second, embrace circulated condition. Don't think a little wear or some brown toning diminishes the value. In fact, those natural features often prove the coin's authenticity and uniqueness. Third, get it graded and protected. A coin like this should never sit raw in a drawer. It deserves the respect of professional certification, both for protection and for maximizing its value at auction. And finally, patience. If you own a 1926 S dime, do not rush to sell it. Its value is only climbing. The longer you hold, the more powerful your treasure becomes. Friends, the year 1926 with S Mercury dime is more than just a rare coin. It is a symbol of history, survival, and extraordinary fortune. It reminds us that treasures are still out there, waiting to be discovered, even in the smallest and humblest of places. This is no ordinary dime. This is a legend, a miracle, and a life-changing prize. Stay with us here on ultra-rare US coins, because here you get nothing but the faithful truth, fresh, newly updated, and fully trustworthy every single day. The coins we show you are real. The values are current. And the excitement, endless. Who knows, the next coin we feature could be the very one hiding in your pocket, ready to turn your life into a story of treasure and triumph.